Well, welcome back, Air Gunners. This is Zach from the Shooter Zone, where we are always staying on target. Well, hey, today I just wanted to start off by just thanking you for being here and looking at these videos. And if you haven't subscribed to this page yet, please click below and subscribe to this page. It really helps us out a lot. All right, so just hold on a minute. I'll be right back and we'll show you what's going on for today. Well, all right, what do I have for you today? Well, today I'm going to show you 3 different products for 2 different rifles from a company called Bravo 3D. Now, the first thing I want to say is, obviously this is a 3D printing company that makes accessories for air guns, but what I wanted to say is, this is probably the best 3D printing I have seen. So, keep that in mind when you're looking at his products. He makes products for several different companies, and so you can go on there and see if he makes something for one of the air guns you have. But today I'm going to show you 3 products from them and 2 different rifles. First is the Notos, and the second is the Zelos. So I have on here this handguard which he makes, which underneath has a Picatinny rail, and then on each side it has an M-lock rail on it as well. Now this thing is, again, heavy duty, super high quality, has a nice feel when you grip it, which is important. And I just want to mention installation on this. What I found is that removing the barrel, which is simple, makes this job much easier. Matter of fact, I suggest you remove the barrel and not try to put it on with the barrel still on. The reason why is the moderator at the end kind of gets in the way of it, so you can't slide it directly on. It is fitted snugly, so you need a straight shot at it. And to remove the barrel is really simple. On this front rail here, Picatinny rail, there's 1 screw. If you remove that screw, underneath it is a set screw which holds the barrel in place. So you remove that 1 screw from the Picatinny rail, and then you back out that set screw maybe a couple turns. I would give it a try. I wouldn't remove it all the way. I would just remove it enough so you could slide the barrel out. Keep note of the top portion of the barrel, so this way you know as you're inserting it back in where the alignment should be on it. And then as you're snugging it down, snug it down slowly, and as you're doing that, wiggle the barrel slightly back and forth, and you can feel that set screw fit into the notch of the barrel. And as you're tightening it slowly, it'll make sure the alignment's perfect on it. So then just snug that down, doesn't need to be overly tight, and then install that screw back in and snug that down, and you'll be all set. Again, real simple to do, but great quality product. And again, they have I think 3 different options for the Notos on these handguards, so check them out. I'll put a link down below, of course. And so let's take a look at our next rifle. Alright, so the next rifle we have up is the Zelos. Now, I installed 2 products for the Zelos on this. They do have some other products, especially for the factory tube, a handguard for the factory tube, a couple different options. So if you still have the factory tube on, go there and look for the handguard for that. But the 2 products I installed is, first, underneath the shroud here of the barrel, there's quite a bit of space up front. And so he's made baffles to insert in there, and it's 4 pieces, 4 different baffles. And when you insert them, you'll see that one of those baffles has an arrow which way the baffle should go. So make sure you install the baffles the right way. And then at the end of that is an O-ring which keeps everything nice and tight. Now again, pretty simple to do. At the end of the shroud, there's just 2 pieces you have to unscrew. And once you unscrew those 2 end pieces, each of those baffles will slide right in. Again, then put in the O-ring. Again, make sure you put in the baffles the right way from the start. And don't ask me how I know that. But they come out fairly easily too. If you have a little hook, you could just pull them right back out again. And then tighten up those 2 end pieces, and it makes a nice difference. Now this is 25 caliber. Not that it was extremely loud to begin with, because that nice opening that Umarex kept up front was enough to quiet it down quite a bit. You know, from not having it all. It did fairly well. So the baffle system actually improves on that quite a bit. And I think it goes from, you know, for sure not being backyard friendly to maybe being backyard friendly. But you know, once you get up in calibers 25 and above especially, you know, it's hard to keep them really, really quiet. 177, 22, those 2 calibers, you know, it's pretty easy to keep them really quiet. But, you know, again, it made a big difference in quieting it down, so I suggest that baffle kit works really well. Now, being that I installed a 500cc bottle on this, again, this rig has gotten a little bit heavy. I wasn't planning on dragging this through the woods anyways. I pretty much shoot off the bench, so weight's not necessarily a problem. But this setup was weighing about 11.5 pounds. And so one of the other things that he makes is a bench rest grip. Now, why is this grip important? Hand placement and how you pull the trigger for accuracy makes a lot of difference. You know, when you're pulling the trigger, you always want to make sure you're pulling exactly back straightly, and keeping your hand in the same position every time is extremely important in order to keep the consistency up. Now, one of the things I used to do was I always used to put my thumb around this back side over here to the left side. That's not what you want to do if you're really looking for accuracy. You want to keep that thumb on the right hand side. So the way this is designed, your hand naturally fits on this side. Your thumb fits on this nice little ledge that he makes here, and it also has this little kind of Allen screw in it, so this way you can make sure that as you put your thumb on that point, it's easy to tell if you have it in that same position every single time. And the way this is designed is it keeps your hand in the exact same position every time, so this way when you pull back the trigger, you're pulling back the trigger exactly the same way every time, and you're pulling it straight back instead of pulling it sideways. So it makes a big, big difference. Again, the quality on this piece is exceptional. Again, probably the best 3D printing I've seen. And again, it works really, really well. Both of these components in this work extremely well. All right, so again, I just wanted to introduce you to this brand. He does make, again, products for other brands of rifles. So, you know, go on his page, check it out, see if he has something for you. And if not, you know, drop a little something in his ear. Just say, hey, it'd be great if you could make this for this rifle, and see what he can do. Again, this guy is really good at what he does. You can see that in the quality and in the design work. Just great design. How he does every single little aspect of this. All right, so again, I'm going to put a link to him down below. Go and check him out. And that's all we have for today. Again, give him a check out. Check out the Zelos. Check out the Notos. Again, both great rifles. Also, Axion scopes. Fantastic scopes for the price, especially for these rifles. Check them out. And Bravo 3D. That's what we have for you today. So, shoot lots, be safe, and we will see you again soon. Take care now.